So it's breakfast time. I'm hungry, and I'm gonna make a meal that I call a cowboy breakfast. And what it is it's Baldock. If you know what that is, it's a pan bread, a fried pan bread, biscuit almost. And I'm gonna be making some eggs and some sausage gravy to go along with that. So, welcome to not my kitchen, but I cook every day. I love cooking. I'm not afraid of it. So I'm gonna bring you along, show you a meal. We're gonna make cowboy breakfast. That's what we're doing. Okay. So we'll get our sausage going and start making our pan for our gravy. That's going to be made in this pan right here. Ignore me. I'm hungry. I'm nervous about you guys being here watching me cook. All right. Not blow our faces off. There we go. Let that go in here. What we need in this then, little bowl. Sheree has great glass bowls. I have metal, stainless steel ones that I use in my trailer. But anyway, let's go over here. I've brought in all of my supplies. And we need to get into our flour. Let me set you down right here, maybe. So I use about half a cup. This is a half cup measuring scoop. So about that much for one person. Tip this down a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. And we need about I don't know. I don't measure much at all, so we're going to go with baking powder. You can hear our butter getting hot over there. About the same amount of baking soda. Go take care of our pan. It's getting kind of mad. So you might think that's a lot of butter, but kind of a base to the gravy that we're actually going to go and get on. Oh, I don't need 6. 4 is plenty. Plenty, actually. So we're going to let that do that. We're going to put a little bit of salt, pepper, in the bread. And I have found that putting some Italian seasoning in it too just bumps it up a notch, makes it more of a meal. Get that all kind of mixed together. And then I use water. I'll use milk sometimes, but I use water most of the time. So we're going to put just some water from the faucet. Kind of let that all kind of come together. Could be a little looser. I'm going to make it just a little looser. And what I mean by that is just a little bit of more water in it, just to make it a little looser batter. Get that mixed together. There we go. That is our Bannock mixture. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to let these little sausages brown up. And unthaw. So this just turns out to be kind of a white gravy on a biscuit with some eggs, sausage in the gravy. So that's what we're working on. You see, I chop these sausages up when it becomes ability to do that. Cut it up. I don't want big pieces of sausage in my gravy. I listen to my pan more than I do like temperatures. I don't like my pan to get too, what I call angry or too hot. So I'm listening a lot when I'm cooking to where my pan's at. And just keep it under control. Don't get crazy with the heat. I usually leave my flour open because we're going to make what they call a roux here in a minute, which is the base of a white gravy. Put a little bigger cracked black pepper in this. And then we need a little bit of flour. In that. We'll start the Bannock pan. Get that started. What we want to do is kind of just cook this till the flour cooks, the rawness of the flour cooks off. There we go. Turn it down to low. Put some milk in our pan. Not that much. And then we'll continually kind of stir this once in a while. Let it thicken up. I'm going to bring it back up to a boil. And then we'll let it thicken up from there. Meanwhile, we'll get our Bannock going. We're just sitting here in the bowl waiting. We're just going to put it in the pan. And like to kind of spread it out to where it might be a little bit more even. So when it cooks, there's not thicker spots and so forth. Rinse this. Rinse it out good, or the flour will win, and your job later will be way harder when it comes to doing these dishes up. Running water, full running water as much as I need. It's been so nice. I don't do this in the trailer. I just turn the water on and let it run like this. So you'll see me in later episodes when I'm doing this breakfast in the trailer, what the difference is and how I clean up my dishes. I've done the trailer life for 3 years now. So this few months that I've spent here at the house, at this place, has been nice, but I also don't feel like I'm going to be giving up much. When I go back to my house, because I really do enjoy living in my trailer and in my van, and I love my life. So we gotta just let things cook for a minute, and we'll get the eggs going. You don't want this gravy to come in too fast, so I'm gonna keep it on the lower side of things. And we're just gonna let it cook. Just let it cook for a minute. Bannock is starting to get its other side done. We will be cracking eggs here pretty soon. I guess you could describe it as kind of a thick, bready pancake, if you will, but it's more of a biscuit. It holds its own in the biscuit. Starting to thicken up. Bannock's starting to plump up, get a little thicker. It's raining outside now. Today and through tomorrow is supposed to be a rainy mix of snow and rain. So we'll be keeping our eyes on that. I do have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow afternoon, but we'll have to see what the weather's like. The drawing's all done. Client likes the drawings. I gotta get the stencils done yet, but we'll be watching the weather. When the bannock gets done, I just put it on the plate. It doesn't cool off that fast. And then I'll do the eggs in this pan also. Seeing if it's done or not. I believe it is. We're going to take that out of the pan. And an egg or 2 eggs. I think we'll do 2 today. I put my shells back in my egg carton. I mean, you gotta hold on to that anyway, so. Ooh, this egg is cracked a little bit. Needs to be okay. Wash my fingers off. That's another nice part of being in a house. If you're wondering if I like pepper, you're right, I do. Oh, watch the gravy, watch the gravy, watch the gravy. Yeah, we're starting to thicken up good. We're going to turn it way down. It's down as far as I can. I'm even going to maybe take it because I believe it's done. We're going to turn that off. Grab a lid. I steam my eggs. I do have a tendency to throw some water in with them. All right, we can put stuff away. I jiggle the pan because I can see when the egg yolks are getting just about done. I like a softer yolk too, though, so we won't let this go too long before we're done. Yeah, we're good. Turn that burner off. Here's the gravy. Put that right over the bannock. The guys out in Colorado, the guys that I call my brothers, they're the ones that introduced me to sausage gravy. They'd make biscuits, the kind in the can. And then I saw another guy on YouTube, Posa, P-O-S-A, Posa. He's out of Colorado too. He has a couple dogs and he goes primitive camping. He will take a packing sled with all of his supplies and he will put that up. Okay. Get out there in the middle of nowhere. Set up camp. He always cooks a meal. And I learned bannock from him. He made it once. And I was like, oh, that looks really good. And I think it does. I broke my yolk. But it's time to eat. So I'm going to go sit down and eat. I hope you enjoyed this. I do cook every day, a couple times for myself, and it's all part of what I do and who I am. So let's go in and sit down, and I'm going to turn some lights off because there's no reason to run their lights when I'm not in here. You know, that was another thing about having older parents. My mom would always tend to come into rooms and go, why are all these lights on? Or be on the other side of the house going, and no one's there. And saying, why are all these lights on? I don't understand. So my consciousness that way has been raised by my older parents. So I'm going to just sit here and have something to eat. Cowboy breakfast is what I call it. And we'll talk to you later. It's a new day. I'm about 3 days into being back in my own space, in the trailer and in the van. There's Beshi right over there. Peace. It's a new week, and we're about ready to set out to do a few things over the next couple days. So, I just brushed my teeth. Anyway, just want to start out a new video and say that we are off to Wyndham today. It's Wednesday, and we're going to go to some Lent services tonight and have supper with my church family. And then tomorrow we're heading off to Mankato for a few days to spend some time with Denise up there and get our heads wrapped around the storage unit that's up there. So, plus it's a new day, it's a new chapter, it's a new season. Grounds and so forth are around here not open yet. It's only the 9th of April. Yeah, the 9th of April. And so nothing's open yet. So we're going to be hanging out here, laying low, being as cool as we possibly can so that they can feel like they're home without a stranger on their property and an extra dog. And anyway, we're off for a few days, and I'm taking you with me. So we'll check back soon. Alright, so the first place that we're off to here is a wilderness management place that I believe we might be able to spend some time at since it's public lands, but I want to take a drive over there and make sure that there's not any signs or anything about overnight parking or anything like that. So that's where we're off to first. It's over, well, that's where we're off to first. So the area that we're coming into here is Wood Lake State Wildlife area. So we want to see what it's like, what the area is like, if there's any signs about whether or not we can stay overnight here or not. Sure would be great if we could. We have the means of boondocking. We don't need anything. Your destination will be on the left. So let's go in and take a look.
Your destination is on the left.
Public water access. Let's drive in here. There was a sign there. We'll check it out. On the soft side, but a nice little roundabout right in here. Get it harder than I thought. Okay, so we got some new rock that's in here. It's pretty deep. I don't think this gets used very much. Let's go see what this sign has to say here. Right there. We'll jump out and take a look here. I didn't see any signs about not staying here. You know, parking, overnight parking or anything like that. I don't think I'd want to bring the trailer in here. So there's our sign. It's a nice little space. So that's that. It's a nice little roundabout, and I think it, you know, you could put a boat in. So squishy rocks makes me a little on the nervous side. Like I said, I don't know if I'd pull the trailer in here or not. Kind of soft, squishy. So, let's move on. So we're at Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Park in Sandburn, Minnesota. Let's go check out the park. Looks like there's a dump station and stuff up here on this level. So we're going to get out and take a look at some of the signage that's around here. See what's going on. They've got a lot of RV spots. We'll see what's happening here. Whether they have a seasonal or not per week. Monthly hookup 615. All right. Take a once around the park, see what's here. Looks like their whole station is up there, so. Okay. All right, this next place is called Webster's Campground. It's a private campground, I think. It's just off 71. And we'll check it out. See what their signage has to say. See if they're open. We've got a storm cell, or a thunder rain, I guess, just to the north of us, northeast of us. But I believe that this might be it. A shelter house, a bathroom. Oh, this is Red Rock Falls. Oh, wow. This is Red Rock Falls? Really? We're going to pull in here. This is a place that we would come to as high schoolers, I believe. Take a little walk down here and see if we're crazy or not. Our senior skip day, I believe, was held at this park, Red Rock Falls. Let's take a walk. If I'm not mistaken, there's water right down here. We jump off these rock ledges. I never did. I never had the gumption to. But this opens up to a big old, what would you call this? Red Rock County Park. Red Rock Falls County Park. Right over here. It's changed from what I remember. We used to be able to get down to the base of this. And jump off these rocks into the water with crazy kids. Yeah, I've been here. Still snow down in there. And then it just meanders off into this creek. Woo! Cuts through here. Red Rock Falls. Goes right down through here. And right out into there. I'm thinking down in there is where we were when we were out here. But Red Rock Falls. Who knew? It's on the way to this Webster's campground, so we're going to push forward here and see what we see. Cottonwood County Park. Nice little shelter house here. And then we have bathrooms over there in that one. You're silver. Red Rock Falls. Okay. We'll keep pushing on. Here we go. Yeah, so that was a little campground. I think they have maybe 10, maybe 8, but full hookups. So I will give them a call and find out. There was no one around. Looks like there is a camp host. Pretty permanent trailer, RV trailer sitting there, and a few cabins. So not sure what there might be fishing going on out here, but I don't know what else there might be right around here other than just a getaway. Nice little quiet haven. So I'm going to get a shot of this sign up here, and that way I'll have their information to give them a call, find out what's what. Hopefully, nothing else. Red Rock Ridge, Red Rock County Park. I'm familiar with that. Looks like we could spend a day, the afternoon, hunker down there. Didn't see any overnighty signs or anything like that either, so I don't know. Get this sign on here. Turn around. There's our signage. And we will go ahead and give them a call. As of now, we are on our way to Wyndham. Go to Lent services, have some supper. So, we'll talk to you soon. Alright, hey everybody. Well, we're in Mankato, and as you can tell by the orange doors and red doors, we are at U-Haul and our storage unit. I'm here with Denise, and I are here. And let me turn around and show you the nightmare that we have ahead of us. This is our storage unit. It is plumb full of everything that we're not ready to get rid of. So what we're going to try to do is move into this. We've got a bunch of storage shelves and Rubbermaids and stuff like that. We're going to get stuff out of cardboard boxes and get it gone through and put away and up on shelves and so forth. We have some surfaces that will go in here, and we'll be able to come over here and put the jackery in here and saw a board or whatever we have to do to get the surface done, the creative center done in the trailer, and whatever's needed to be done in the van, which we've been started to talk about some of the things we could do to lighten the weight in the van and so forth. So told you we're gonna be at U-Haul. Here we are. So we will be working hard at this, and I also, on this same video, there's a meal that I'm going to be sharing, and there's also some tattoo artwork that I'm going to be sharing at the end of the video. So yeah, weekend in Mankato, just getting ourselves changed into spring, and what's ahead and what are we trying to accomplish and so forth like that. So this first, so we can create later. We need a space to do it in. So thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. If you like what you're watching, give me a thumbs up. Comment below if you got some ideas or some storage tips. Please let us know in the comments below. So peace for now, guys.